Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel, and in this video we are going to discuss a very beautiful concept which belong to both basis part and ABAP part. This is a concept is known as job scheduling in ABAP. We are going to see how a basis consultant is going to create a particular job for a particular time interval, and we will also see how using function modules concept we will be able to schedule a background job. So before going to the implementation part, let's start with the introduction part. What is a job? So a job is nothing but any operation, any program which is getting executed, it can be called as a job. So whatever the jobs that you are going to create from a SM36 transaction code, everything is going to store into this TBTCO table. So we will be able to see the data of my jobs from this particular TBTCO table. What you can do here is you will go to simply SC11 transaction code and you can use this TBTCO table, and if you will click on display button, you can clearly see here job status overview table, and we are able to see all the variety of jobs that are here. Now, how many types of jobs are there? So in ABAP programming, we have two types of job. The first one is foreground job and the second one is background job. So the first one here is foreground job and the second one will be our background job. So what is this foreground job and what is this background job? Let's discuss this. So the job through which we can interact, like if you are giving a particular input and you are getting a particular output, so that kind of job are known as interactive jobs or foreground jobs. So foreground job are also known as interactive jobs, that is user can interact and it can give a certain input, and in result it will be able to get a certain output for it. So basically whenever you create in SAP system like report, table, classes, object, all are basically a foreground job. Now let's see this report. So suppose open any particular program. Open a particular program. So let's open our grid display program. And if I will click on execute button, we will be able to see a certain output. Alright, this one, not this one. Let's open some simple program. List display. Okay. Alright, so this one is program which we are going to use, our list display program. This is nothing but ALB program using which we can display our data in form of ALB list. So how we are going to schedule? Now the question here is, the first type of job is foreground job and the second kind of job that we have is a background job. So what are background jobs? So background jobs are non-interactive jobs and user cannot interact with the job. The background jobs are the non-interactive jobs in the SAP system that perform their work in the background without affecting the normal operation. So the background jobs are non-interactive jobs in the SAP system that perform their work in the background without affecting the normal operation. That is, if you are a certain operation is performing in your SAP system, it is not going to affect, the background job is not going to affect that particular operation, and it will be executed on its time without affecting the other jobs that are executing parallelly. So once the background job is defined, the system makes sure that it runs the defined job at a specific time. So what system is going to do, it will make sure that the job will run at the defined time. Now how many types of features? Now let's see the features of our background job. So background jobs run in the background without any user input and can be scheduled to run when the system load is low. So let's take a requirement. So suppose at the end of every month the user's data is going to be like your salary is going to be credited. the organization in which you are working, the salary will be credited at the end of every month. So at the end of every month, we want to send an email to every user that your salary has been credited. So let's suppose a big organization is there like TCS, Accenture. So for 5 to 6 lakh employees, we cannot directly execute a program, and as that particular program is going to take a lot of time to execute. So what we can do, we can schedule the background job, and we can give a period at the end of every month. Our job is going to schedule, our job is going to execute, and my data will be sent, my mail will be sent to every user. So they are used to reduce the manual effort and automate the process. So this is how we can automate the process, and we can execute a particular program at any time period. So the transaction code of background job is nothing but SM36. SM36 is the transaction code using which we can create a background job, and SM37 is the transaction code using which we can check the status of a background job. So let's create a background job for our particular ALV list display program. What I will do, I will go to SE36 and I will go to SM36 and I will give a name. So ZAR job list display. This is the first job that I am creating. Now you can see that second field that we have is job class. So what is this job class? So in job class you will be able to see three kinds of classes are there. Just click on this F4 button and you can see here we have high priority, middle priority and low priority. So using this particular step, you can define the priority of the job that you are going to schedule. If your job is a high priority, you can assign class A. So for high priority jobs, the system always resolves a background work process for the high priority jobs. So they are executed at the first time. That is like if the time is reached, the first job that is going to be scheduled will be high priority job. Then the second one will be your medium priority job. After the high priority job, medium priority job is going to schedule, and at last low priority job will be scheduled. So let's make our job as high priority. Then the next thing is that you can see is the background job status. So background job status is also there. So first thing we are going to see is scheduled. So scheduled means that all steps required to create the job are completed, but the start conditions like start date, end date and frequency etc are still not defined. So for example, here what you have done here, you have given the job name, job class. Now you want to assign the program, the program which you want to get executed. So what you will do, you will click on this step button and here you will give the name of your program. So we will copy the name of our program and we will paste it here. The second thing is here we have also variant option. So whatever the variant that you want to select, you can select it here. So for that you will have to create a variant from your program. Now you will click on save button, click on back button and click on save button, and you can see here your job status is scheduled. So whenever you are providing all the steps, the job status will be scheduled. Then the next thing is released. Release means that all the steps including the start condition. So currently what we have done here, we have created the job, we have given the job name, job class, and we also have given the program and the variant that is going to be executed. But still you haven't given the start condition, like at what time you want your job to get executed. So this thing you will have to define, and only after that your job will be able to get executed. Then the next thing is ready. So when your job is ready for execution, but it is not executing because it has been put into queue by job scheduler. So once the time of your job will come, till that it will be put into your job scheduler, and once the work process will be available, it will be allocated to it and your job will be executed. Then we have this active status. So active status simply means your job is currently executing. So when you are going to see this active status, it simply means that job is being executed. And if job is completed without any error, you will see this finish status. And if you are seeing this cancel status, There can be two reasons, that there might be any issue with the job, or the administrator forcefully cancelled the job. So if the administrator has forcefully cancelled the job, there can be chance that your job has been cancelled. So these are the things. Now we will go for the scheduling part. So till now we have already given our job name, program name. Now we will allocate our start condition. So we will click on this start condition, and here you can see various steps. So let's start with the immediate one. So first we will go for the immediate part, so that we will be able to see how your job is getting executed. So we will click on this immediate button, click on save button, and here click on save button, and you can see here the job status has been released. Now we will go to SM37. So simply go to SM37 and click on execute button, and here you can see wait a minute, this job, not this one. What was the name of our job? This one. Let's paste it here and click on execute button. Yeah, you can see here my job has been finished, and the time was 17:16. So the same time at which you have allocated your job, it get executed, because you have given the time as immediate. So on an immediate basis your job got executed. Then the next thing is, if you want to see the job output, what you can do, you will select this one, and you can go for this job log. So simply job log is going to tell you when job was started, when job was like a step you have started, then the one job got finished, everything we are going to see into the job log. And if you want to see the output, simply click on this spool button, select this and click on type. You will be able to see all the records that are there. So output you are going to see here. I hope this difference is clear. Now for a particular time period, so how you are going to schedule a particular job for a particular time period. So this is a very important concept, and we are going to see it here. So what we will do, we will again go to SM36. This time I am going to give a name for my job, again 01, job class. I will go for start condition. Okay, let's refresh it. SM36, SM36, give a name for job, take job class as A. We will go to step, assign the name, variant, click on save button, back, save. Now we will go to start condition, and here you can see this date and time. So using this you can allocate when you want your job to be scheduled. So for that we will select the current time. So my current time is 7:10:23. I will select it simply. Then the next thing we will select is time. So current time is, what is the current time? We will go for it, 1919. We will click on save button, and you can see here schedule date is in past. Now why schedule date is showing is in past? There is an important step here is, we will go for this 10:05. Now I will click on save button. Still it is showing schedule date is in past. Okay, 10, the format is like, wait a minute, 05, 010, 202. Let's check our system date first. Okay, system status. All right. So we will go to start condition, date and time. and this time we will select this date. Okay, and time, what time we are going to select, it will be 1921. I hope this difference is clear. So now we will click on save button. Still its date showing is in past. Why it is showing is in past? What date is today? 10/7/02. We will go for 10/07. Still it's 7th of October. Still it is showing is in past. Okay, this time will be, wait a minute, let's check our time system status. Current time is 1920, so we can select it as 19. What is the timing? 1921, so we will go for 24. Okay, click on save button, save. Still it is saying that the date is in past. Why this issue is coming? 7th of October. Yeah, now it is okay. So start condition, my date is like 7th of October, so that is why I was getting this issue. Now we will click on save button. So my job has been sent to release status. Now we can go to SM37. I will go to simply SM37. I will give my job name here and I will click on execute button. You can see the status is released. And what is the timing that I have given? Timing was 24. So let's wait for 24 and let's wait for a couple of seconds. Not yet started. Okay, so it's 19:23:46. Wait for 30 seconds more. Uh, Simply click on refresh button because our timing is like 19:24 and 14 seconds. So that when the time is going to reach, yeah, you can see here delay has been started. Now once delay has been started, that is, it is waiting for the work process to get freed so that your job can be executed. Now just here you can see job got active and it's went to finish status, and we are able to see it. We are able to see its data. If you want, go to spool, click on this type and you will be able to see your data. So this is how you can schedule your job for a particular time period. Now the question here is how you can schedule your job for a particular period. That is, if you want your job to get executed after a day or a continuous basis, or if you want your job to get executed for every minute, what you can see here, you can simply go to start condition and here you can select this as period job. Click on period values and suppose I want my job to get executed after every minute. So I have selected here as 1 minute and I will click on save button, click on save button, click on save button, and oh sorry, time has been passed already. So let's check it out as 25, not 25, 26. Click on save button and now click on save button. So your job will be sent to release status. Now if I will go to SM36 and I will click on execute button, Here you will see that one job is in release status and your current time is just wait for a couple of seconds. Yeah, just wait for a couple of seconds. So after every minute this particular job is going to execute because we have given this period here. Now you can see here delay has been started 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, and here you can see one job got finished and one job got released. So once your 1 minute will complete, this particular job is going to start. So just wait for a minute to complete. You will be seeing here that after 1 minute your job will start executing. So just wait for a couple of seconds more. So 1927, yeah, it is going to start within 20 seconds. Just wait for a second. Yeah, you can see your job got started and delay is being counted there 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and you can see your job has got finished. So this is how you can schedule a job for a particular time period. Now if you want to delete your job, you can select it, go for job, and first you simply complete it into schedule mode. Now if you want to delete a particular job, here you can simply select it and delete it. I will delete this one as well. Job, delete, yes. So if you are going for this time for release status, you will can see there is no release job. So this is how you can create your job, schedule your job for a particular time period, schedule your job for immediate basis, and schedule your job for a particular period. Like if you want the job to be repeated for every 30 minutes or for every minute or for every day, you can simply select it. We have variety of options here. You can see here in the start condition, if you will go for the period values, you can see here we have variety of other options. So you can select it accordingly and your job will be executing on that particular manner. So I hope this difference is clear and you guys are now able to create any background job, schedule any background job. There are basically two kinds of job in our ABAP programming. The first one is foreground job. So any job that you are going to create, you are going to interact, that is if you are going to give any input, it will be able to give a particular output. And any job, if you are not able to interact, it will be called as a background job. Background job can be scheduled from SM36 transaction code and you can see its status from SM37 transaction code. So I hope this difference is clear. Thank you very much for watching the video, and if you guys like this video, please share it. Thank you very much.